Once upon a time, in the vast sun-drenched plains of Africa, lived a magnificent lion named Lucas. With a mane like a golden crown and a roar that could shake the leaves from the acacia trees, Lucas was the king of his domain. But even kings get hungry, and Lucas's favorite thing to chase was a herd of speedy, striped zebras. They were a challenge, and a delicious one at that. One hot afternoon, after a long and tiring chase, Lucas found a sprawling, shady tree. Its cool leaves offered the perfect escape from the scorching sun. He lay down, his mighty body sinking into the soft grass, and in moments he was fast asleep, dreaming of successful hunts and full bellies. As Lucas snored softly, a tiny field mouse named Elis was on an adventure of her own. She was curious and brave, exploring every nook and cranny. Distracted by a particularly interesting scent, she didn't see the giant, sleeping lion right in front of her. Scurrying along, she accidentally ran right across Lucas's nose. Tickled and startled, Lucas woke up with a jolt and a deep, grumpy growl. Before Elis could even squeak, a huge paw, bigger than her entire body, slammed down, trapping her. "Who dared to wake me from my nap?" Lucas roared, his voice booming. Trembling from whiskers to tail, Elis looked up at the giant lion. "Oh, mighty Lucas," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "Forgive me, I didn't mean to disturb your rest. I was just exploring. Please, please don't hurt me. If you let me go, I promise. Someday I will help you in return." Lucas let out a hearty laugh that echoed through the savannah. "You help me," he chuckled, looking down at the tiny creature. "You are so small. What could you possibly do for a lion like me?" He found the idea so amusing. But Lucas, despite his fearsome appearance, had a kind heart. He lifted his paw. "All right, little one, off you go. But try not to run across any more sleeping lions." With a flick of her tail, Elis scurried away, disappearing into the tall grass. Weeks went by. One morning, Lucas was back to his usual routine, stalking a herd of zebras near a dense thicket of trees. He saw his chance and lunged forward, but in his haste, he didn't see the trap hidden on the ground. Suddenly, a thick rope net sprang up from the earth, tangling him completely. The more he struggled, the tighter the ropes became. He was caught. Lucas let out a roar of frustration and fear, a sound so powerful it sent birds flying from the trees. He thrashed and pulled, but the hunter's net was too strong. He was trapped and helpless. Far away in her cozy little burrow, Elis heard the desperate roars. She recognized the voice of the mighty lion. Remembering her promise, she didn't hesitate for a second. She ran as fast as her little legs could carry her, following the sound. When she arrived, she saw a heartbreaking sight. Lucas, the powerful king, was tangled and defeated in the thick ropes of the net. "Don't worry, Lucas, I'll help you," she called out. Lucas looked down, surprised to see the tiny mouse. Without wasting a moment, Elis climbed onto the net and got to work. She began to gnaw at the thick ropes with her sharp, tiny teeth. Nibble, nibble, chew, chew. It was hard work, but she was determined. One by one, the strands of rope started to snap. Slowly but surely, a hole began to form. Soon, the main rope broke, and the entire net loosened and fell away. Lucas shook himself free, stretching his powerful limbs. He was free. He looked down at the tiny mouse who was catching her breath. "Thank you, little Elis," Lucas said, his voice full of genuine gratitude. "I was wrong to laugh at you. You may be small, but you are very brave, and you saved my life." From that day forward, the great lion and the tiny mouse were the very best of friends. They proved to everyone on the savannah that size doesn't measure heart, and that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Thank you so much for watching this story with us today. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more wonderful tales. See you next time.